right, the recording is rolling. Welcome back, everybody, to another 1% live trading stream. As you guys know, we try to run these every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9:30 in the morning. So we're going to be watching what happens today as far as US30 goes. Now, on an overall scale, let's go ahead and do our top-down analysis real quick. H4 is now looking bullish following that Wednesday reversal. We had a break of structure to the upside on H4. We closed over previous highs, and we are now tapping within that candle before candle that caused that. So Thursday will be continuation of that move. As far as what I am looking for, it will be longs for continuation to the upside, a move into this high, and possibly a move into this high as well here to the left. So we'll be watching for that today. NFP tomorrow could be a little bit tricky. I don't want to look for too much as far as this chart goes, but we'll go ahead and see how this forms today. M1 just made a nice little push to the upside right here. I think we can go ahead and grab some longs. Just looking for this low. Something like this. That is quite a large stop loss though. So I'm going to give it a little bit of time here. We'll see if we can catch a nice little M1 entry on this candle before candle right here. And then we'll target higher up into that demand. This would be your weak high that we can see right here. And then you'll get full continuation following that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this trade real quick. Let's use this as our stop loss. This low is our stop loss. Let's go ahead and grab the trade. There's going to be a buy at market. All right, so we're in as far as that goes. 5 units. We can grab another 5 here in just a second. Trading view is being a little slow. I do apologize for that. It's been loving to freeze on me lately. I think it's with OBS as well. So we'll kind of see how this forms here. See if we get that continuation to the upside. I'm going to go ahead and call this out here in just a second as well. If we do not get that continuation to the upside and this is simply a lick raid, then we will look for that continuation to the downside. But just looking for a small move to the upside here. Nothing too crazy, just into these highs. About a 2.5 to 1. Go ahead and call this out as well. This is that M1 move into that low. Currently, we should get some continuation here. That fill was pretty bad, I will say. All right, let's go ahead and post this as well. Nice little 2 to 1 trade here, 2.5 to 1. I do think we get that nice Thursday continuation. We already are getting that move into this weak high right here, and we should get full continuation into this high right here. We'll most likely see a pullback coming into this 4.636 range. I know the contract will be a little bit different as far as you guys go for those who are trading YM, but just looking for a move up into this high right here. Again, nothing too crazy. Should just be simple continuation to the upside here. Trading view does not want to freeze. This is kind of crazy, man. I might have to go back and delete some old drawings and stuff. Trading view's been very slow for me this entire week. I don't know if it's been the same for you guys, but definitely has been for me. But it is good to see all of you in here. Again, we'll kind of see what price gives us here. Again, this was a little bit worse of a fill. So it's going to look more like a 1.5 to 1 if we're holding at this low right here. But I will watch M1 right here. If we do create some higher highs and higher lows, something like this, break structure to the upside, that I may add for that continuation up here. Turn that 1.5 into 2. Do you like how it's looking so far? We're just sitting right by that weak high right now, so should be easy continuation to the upside here. Watching, nice little M1 push. Watching this M1 here to see if I can grab another. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now we are in this. I'm going to watch with my stop loss as well here, boys. Kind of want to move it up right here. Something similar to that. We are now moving into that weak high as well, taking out that weak high. So we should get a small liquidity raid here and then a continuation to the upside on M1. This was taken on a personal as well. I still have not done the top step. I've been a little iffy with that, but I will get on that next week. We'll put out everything as far as showing the data for my trading on the Top Step X website and everything like that as well for you guys to be able to see that. But we just got a beautiful, nice M1 push right there. So this would be your M1 candle before candle that we are currently sitting in. We should just get continuation from here. I'm watching it at this stop loss right here due to the fact that I added more, but you can easily still use that full stop loss down here. Again, just watch for continuation here. This might even go for all-time highs here. We'll see. Beautiful, beautiful Thursday continuation, I will say. No news today as well. So we got that 9:30 liquidity raid, liquidity injection, and now we're getting that full continuation. Beautiful push off. Yeah, this would be a nice little 3R if I can hold it there. I'm gonna go ahead and set my stop down right here. Moving my stops up a little bit over break even. I'm gonna give it 1 second here, see if we get that full continuation, and then I will confirm this. We'll hold that there for just 1 second. But it is another beautiful day. I will not lie to you. I am pretty tired today. Probably going to take a nap after this here. Been up all night. I was working on some projects and some music as well. So things have been fun. Things have been fun. So if I'm a little bit quieter, that is why. Still see what she gives here. Again, it's still Thursday. We should get that continuation. We got that push up over this high on M1. So look for that full continuation here. I have not set this stop loss yet due to the fact it can still come underneath this M1, then decide to push from there. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that for now. Now we watch and wait. Coming back into that M1 demand now. Maybe a mitigation, liquidation, and creation on seconds. Again, as long as we hold around these lows with showing wicks to the downside and strong pushes to the upside, that shows that demand in play versus that supply in play. Thursday could be a push down, but Wednesday was a reversal, and Thursday is a continuation / completion of that move. So let's go ahead and see here what it gives. Again, it can easily still come down to the fact that grab two, I may take the stop around here, but we will see what it gives. Again, it is Thursday, a continuation day. Wednesday gave us a push to the upside and an H4 break of structure, but if it was just a liquidity raid for a move down, we will see that as well. If it does break structure with some force underneath these lows here, rated that M1 demand. Let's see if we get a push up here. Still coming around to break even as far as our first entry goes as well. So should see a raid and then an M1 break a structure to the upside right here. No M1 breakdowns. Notice your structure. We have not broken down. Still watching the M1 here. We do not want a breakdown with an imbalance on this push. Instead, we wanted to just kind of create that short liquidity, get people into shorts for that continuation to the upside here. If not, then we can be looking at a possible push down as far as the higher time frames go, man. I know it's also going to be iffy today due to the fact that we do have NFP tomorrow, so it will most likely be choppy today. So I don't want to get chopped out. I'm going to kind of hold for the plan as well. H1 is very bullish. H4 is bullish. M15 is bullish. So if it does decide to break down through these lows, then we will look for that continuation downside. But for now, we're just moving into an M15 imbalance, possibly creating that new demand for that continuation to the upside. The levels for MYM, let me take a look. I guess this one here. That's the wrong contract. Alright, as far as the levels for MYM, it is going to be that 46974 high. And as far as the stop loss goes, it's going to be our most recent low on M5. Which would be this 46680. Back to Blackpool here. Still looking all right. M1 possible breakdown here. Let's see if we get some continuation with some imbalance, or again, if it's just creating that new liquidity for that continuation to the upside. You'll be able to tell by the behavior of the candles. If you get strong pushes into your demand zones with closures through your demand zones, then that is breaking structure to the downside. But if instead it's just kind of playing around with that zone, wicking off of the zone, all it's doing is creating liquidity for continuation to the upside. Again, it is going to range most likely as well, just due to the fact that we have NFP tomorrow. Nice little M1 push up right there. See if we get this closure over this high. We don't want a liquidity rate in a breakdown. I do know a lot are going to want to short here, especially after that move in the beginning of the week. But again, always, always, always stop loss is correct. Yes, sir. Actually, for Chris, you can make it a little bit lower down at this low right here. That's the original stop loss. I'm just using this one right now, kind of visually, just due to the fact that I got two positions into this, due to the fact I entered twice. But you can easily use that stop loss as well. It's for a better R&R. No problem. this M15 low. So this whole wick right here. But technically, if we do get that M1 break of structure to the upside, this should be the new strong low. Let me put this back up here. Just realized I did not mute myself, so it's all good, but it won't be on the recording. But yeah, you can use this M1 low as well as a stop loss. If you just want a better R&R, but again, it could easily still come through these lows right here and then decide to break structure to the upside from there. It's due to the fact this is that M15 strong low. But it is looking very, very good on M1 with this M1 breaker structure to the upside following that rate of liquidity on these lows. Again, like I said before as well, I do expect it to be a little bit slower due to the fact that we have NFP tomorrow. So if we do just kind of range after this, not really showing structure or anything like that, then I won't worry about any more trades for today or the rest of the week. Again, no trades tomorrow whatsoever. It will be completely gambling. There is no point to be trading NFP. If you want to gamble, go ahead, but we are traders. We are focusing on staying in the market when we need to be in the market and following our rules. You will notice that when you kind of let yourself get into those bad habits, you validate them. So what's going to happen the next time, right? Let's say you get an account, you pass it on NFP. What's going to happen the next time NFP comes around? You think you can do the same thing, and then you blow it all. That's kind of why I like to put these rules out. It's really just training your mind to be able to see them and understand that. Because if you're constantly betraying yourself in your rules, then you won't ever find that consistency. Because then it's not a system. You can have a strategy, but there's no system behind it. The system is the rules. The system is you learning yourself. Still looking very good on M1 here. Just looking for that small push up into those highs again. That is into that previous institutional candle. We do have that possibility of moving down following that. So that is the reason why I'm just looking for these highs. Two M1 breaker structures upside as well. Let's see if we get this high. If we do get this high, I'll hard stop this low. Or maybe even this one right here and set it to break even. I am being a little more protective again due to the fact it could range and we have NFP tomorrow. Still very early as well. 10 o'clock has not even yet hit. Now we wait, boys. After we have done what we have done, all it is from here is just patience. Will we get this high, yay or nay? Let's go ahead and see here. As far as M1 structure goes currently, if we're watching how it is forming, we got another break of structure to the upside. So on M1, this should be our strong low right here. Break a structure up, area of demand. We could either raid that into this low and then continue up, or just continue up from right here. Keep it simple, understand your liquidity. And that allows you to be able to get into these scenarios as well as add to your positions as well. I tried to show you guys behavior as it forms over the strategy. It's never just enter here, exit here. It's more so why is it forming? How is it forming? Looks like we may get this high here. Beautiful push up. Starting to move into that M15 imbalance as well. But again, still very bullish. So just looking for that move into this high here. I'm going to go ahead and hard stop this low as well right here. Let's confirm that. Let's go ahead and set our TP. All right, both are confirmed. Now we just wait. Price moving very well so far. M5 extremely bullish, M15 extremely bullish. If I wanted to short this, we would wait for a liquidity raid before a break of structure to the downside. Previous supply was created right here, so we want to raid that supply before we get a break of structure down. That's the main reason why I'm looking for this as my TP. Because it could move down from there. I'm expecting a chop as well. That's why we're not taking it into that full high up here. M1 structure still showing bullish. We got that break of structure to the upside right here. So technically our next area of demand should lie right here. We should just see a pop here into those highs and then a push down following that. And again, it could even go for all-time highs today, but that would only be like an extra 20 points. No reason to get greedy as far as that goes. Let me alert that I moved my stop loss up as well. Which does not want to be slow. We're sitting at right now currently. No 1.25. I don't want to see how it forms right here because we did just move into that imbalance as well. So, like I said, it just could range from here, man. But as long as we hold these M1 lows, we should be fine for that continuation up. See what it gives here. If M1 does break down, we'll kind of watch around this area, see what it gives. I think it'll be around a $250 loss, so a 0.5 R. That is only if stopped out though. See what it gives. Still need this M1 to kind of show hand here. We did make that small push up into that high. Would have been around a 1R trade, but we're still kind of watching and waiting here to see if this M1 is going to deliver for us. M5 still bullish as well. This is that most previous strong low, so it could easily come into that and then continue from there. It's likely raiding that M1 demand and then continuing up. If not, and we do get the push down and it decides to chop us today, I most likely won't take any more trades following this. That's very, very important as well for you guys to understand, especially on choppy days, right? Because these are the days that you could really, really hurt your account and hurt your portfolio if you keep trying to force something that technically isn't there. It's not going to make the move, it's not ready yet. Setting up for NFP, setting up for that liquidity. And then once all of that is gone and the big boys are in the market, then we are fine to go. Next week, we do have FOMC as well on Wednesday. So Thursday and Friday actually might not be too bad either, due to the fact we'll get that liquidity injection later into the week. Looks like we're about to hit that 10 o'clock as well too, so some more liquidity should be coming in here. Again, still very, very early, so watch this M1 here. We don't really want to see a breakdown. We want to see price just kind of push up slowly. Or it can make a big push up. Moving quite slow today, I will say. But like we said before, expected with what's coming tomorrow. I will say as far as amount of trades, we've been very, very good with that. Discarding ETH, of course. But with US30 specifically, we've been very, very good with sticking to just a minimal amount of trades per week. I think we only have about 3 right now, which is awesome. Want to keep it to that higher quality trades, less trades, as less will be more. You guys will definitely understand that due to the fact that compounding will work over and over and over again over time. So if you can show up and make even 50 bucks a day, imagine if you had that $50,000 account, right? Or that $100,000 account. It's all ones and zeros at that point. all percentages. So don't worry about these numbers, just worry about your system. And your biggest thing at the end of each day should be whether you won or lost. And what I mean from that is the fact that you followed your rules. If you followed your rules, you won. If you did not, you lost. You went backwards. So instead, focus on just following your rules and following your system. If you did that for the day, even though you may have a lost, as far as P&L goes, you are still green. All right, let's watch this M1 low here. It does look like it's breaking down. Like I said, range bound today, boys. We don't want strong pushes through this low here. Said we want to raid in an M1 candle that kind of engulfs that previous candle. Looks like we're getting that push down here, boys. We will gladly take the stop with pride if that's the case. Again, you could use this full low, but I don't want to really be taking any more trades following this, just due to the fact that it will range with tomorrow being NFP. This may have been that only Thursday up move, and then we're just going to see price move up and down within this small range the whole day. But again, as far as our structure goes, boys, we had 4 hour bullish, hourly bullish, M15 bullish, M5 bullish as well. So everything was there as far as our structure goes. Probability was there. Sometimes you just have these days where it decides to range like this. And like we talked about again and again with NFP being tomorrow, that's most likely what we're seeing right now. Even these down moves are very, very slow. It's already been past 9:30. We're past 10 as well. It's the behavior, what I mean when I talk about it ranging. Yeah, it does look like it's going to take us out here. But again, this is that authenticity that I like to show for you boys as well. This is real trading, right? We're not winning every single time. It's about mitigating your losses. That's the biggest thing. That is the biggest thing. If you can control the amount of losses you take, how much you're losing per each trade, that's what will bring you that consistency long term. not how much you're making per trade or how much you throw into each trade. Simply the losses. If you find those days that you're not supposed to be trading, or if you look on your journal and see the days that you're trading, that you're taking the most losses, those days can be eliminated, right? And we can only focus on the ones that are doing good for us. That will allow us to mitigate losses and instead focus on what we need to for our system. Yeah, it does look like it's going to take us out here any minute now. Any segundo. All right, so that is that. I am stopped out of this trade. Again, it could still move up from here due to the fact it's coming into this M15 imbalance in this candle before candle that we can see right here. That is technically the strong low. And it could just be rating M1 for continuation to the upside. But like I said before, I think it's just going to range today, man. We're going to see it create this range and then just sit in something like this all day. Maybe PM session gives you a little push up, but no reason to risk that as far as that goes. I'm going to call this stop out real quick. We're going to put it in our journal and then we'll go ahead and end it for today. I'm not going to be taking any more trades. All right, let's put this up real quick. Copy and paste this. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Done for the week, my friend. Done for the week. Beautiful work this week as well. I mean, yesterday was a beautiful, beautiful trade, man. We made up for a lot of these losses as far as that goes. So 700 gained. Let's take a look here. I have it here on the what was the total? 1339. So 250 or 300 is my R. Um, it's around 4R on the week. So around 4R gained on the week. Beautiful, beautiful work, man. We did a good job today. We did great as far as our risk management goes. We did great waiting for everything to show into fruition. It just wasn't ready yet. Like we said, again, mostly just ranging due to the fact NFP is tomorrow. So let's go ahead and put this into the journal and then we will end it for today. Again, this is the most important part every time. Let's pull this up real quick. May just be my computer, man. Real slow, real slow, real slow. All right, we had that 5.5. Let's do today, which is the 2nd of October. And I'm also going to go back to, and we'll do a little MVP stream for you guys who are an annual and you're MVPs. We'll look over the journal and kind of show to my best days, my worst days, and best weeks and worst weeks as well. I think I'm going to start eliminating some of those days, like a Thursday right before NFP, right? That's a very, very good example. Like today was. So we'll be able to look over those and see as far as that goes. But this trade was taken around 9:34. 34, 2025, and ended at 10:08. This was a long trade. for a negative 1R. So those ETH weekend trades, I'm putting in the crypto ones as well for you here. Those are the ones that really kind of harmed us as far as this week goes. Three ETH weekend trades that could have been eliminated, right? All of these could be gone, and we would only had 2R. That would have been a 3.5R week as far as that goes. But with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we are looking at a 0.5R week total. Yes, Dow does show more profits, but that's due to the fact it was Dow, right? I'm still counting ETH as well from those weekend trades. But that is not happening again. Those were no rules followed, so that will not be happening again. I say this for my own accountability as well as for you guys to be able to see that for me as well. But we had all time frames bullish. M1 double BOS upside. Perfect. All right, let's put this trade in. We did follow the rules today, so very good job on that. Let's go ahead and press yes. All right, and that is that. Go back down here, see what she's doing. Yep, she's making that move down. So Thursday, very interesting here. We saw a reversal on Thursday. Again, something that you don't normally see whatsoever. That's again due to the fact that we got NFP tomorrow. So we'll wait for the next week as far as that goes. I'm not going to be taking any trades tomorrow, but we will be doing our review at noon Eastern. So make sure you guys show up for that. It will always be recorded and posted to YouTube following as well. Very beautiful job as far as our risk management goes. And yes, sir, thank you, brother. I enjoy the fact that you guys are in here. I enjoy the fact you guys are trading with me. So let's keep it up, man. Let's keep the energy up, and I will see you guys tomorrow at noon for our weekly review. From there, enjoy the weekend. Get away from the screens. Try not to be on any charts, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.